What did Jungkook touch that made him tremble so visibly, so suddenly, that even Taehyung's face changed in that moment? Why did the camera cut away just seconds later, as if someone at the production level knew something the public wasn't supposed to see? And why, days later, did Taehyung break his silence in a way that sent ARMY into total emotional disarray? Something happened. Something that the world was never supposed to witness, but did. And now, the questions are louder than ever. Was this the moment that changed everything between Jungkook and Taehyung? Or had things already begun to unravel long before, with this single touch merely exposing a truth buried deep beneath fan theories and tightly managed public appearances? In the chaos of flashing lights, tour schedules, and military discharges, two members of BTS, once seen as inseparable, were caught in a moment so brief and so raw, it's become the most dissected footage in ARMY history. But what was it that Jungkook reached for? And why did his hand tremble so violently afterward, as if he'd touched something sacred or forbidden? As we unravel the layers of what really happened that night, we're left with one chilling question. Did Taehyung finally say what he was never meant to say? The incident, the moment that froze the world, it was supposed to be just another fan event. High energy, big smiles, well-rehearsed lines, and maybe a few candid interactions for the camera. But at the 2025 BTS behind-the-scenes showcase in Seoul, something unscripted broke through the polished surface. When Jungkook extended his hand to pick up what looked like a simple piece of paper from the table, believed at first to be a lyric sheet, his fingers visibly trembled. Not slightly, not the way nerves make hands jitter during performances, but uncontrollably. As if something surged through him the moment he made contact with it, Taehyung, who was seated beside him, went silent. His eyes widened. He did not reach to comfort Jungkook. He didn't even move. He just looked, observed, as if he had been waiting for that reaction. And the camera? It cut.
Quickly, cleanly,
almost professionally. That single moment, mere seconds, was all it took to send the fandom into a frenzy. What was on that paper? What did Jungkook read or touch that made him lose control of his own hands? And perhaps more chilling, why did Taehyung seem to expect it? Fan analysis. The frame-by-frame breakdown. It didn't take long before ARMY across the world began uploading frame-by-frame breakdowns of the moment.
zoomed in,
Enhanced. Pixel stretched. Some claimed they saw handwriting on the paper. Others insisted it was a bracelet tucked inside, one Jungkook hadn't seen since their 2022 trip to Paris. A few went further, alleging that it was a printed screenshot from a text message Taehyung once sent Jungkook years ago, one that had never been answered. What makes this theory more than just fanfiction is Taehyung's face in that moment. He didn't look surprised. He looked ready. Ready for the tremble. Ready for the silence. Ready for the storm that followed. Taehyung's shocking confession. What he said after the event 3 days later, Taehyung made an uncharacteristically vulnerable appearance on weverse Live. He was alone. The lighting was dim.
no promotions, no jokes.
Just silence, and then this. He touched something that should have never been left there, he said, eyes flickering away from the screen. But I needed him to see it, even if it hurt. The comments section exploded. Thousands of comments per second flooded in. What did he touch, Taehyung? Are you talking about Jungkook? Why are you crying? Yes, Taehyung had tears in his eyes. Not sobbing. Not theatrical. Just steady. He didn't explain further. He didn't need to. Clues from the past. A history of quiet messages. To understand the weight of this moment, one must look back. BTS fans have long speculated about cryptic messages, shared glances, and song lyrics between Taehyung and Jungkook. From the unreleased demo known internally as December Never Came, to Taehyung's haunting 2024 solo track, Even If You Forget Me, the narrative of loss and unresolved tension has haunted their relationship for years. In a 2023 interview, Jungkook once said, "There are things I never said to the members. Some things I probably never will." At the time, it passed as just another reflective quote. But now, with trembling hands and a confession Taehyung never intended to share, that quote echoes with new meaning. What was unsaid? And was that silence finally shattered with one touch? HYB's sudden silence. Why the company hasn't responded? fans began to demand answers, not just from the members, but from HYB itself. Yet the company has remained eerily quiet. No statement.
No clarification.
No damage control. This is unusual for HYB, known to issue press statements within hours when rumors spiral out of control. Their silence only amplifies the theory that what happened wasn't just emotional, but dangerous to the image they've crafted. Is this why the camera cut away? Is this why Taehyung waited until now to speak? Could this be the very reason why Jungkook hasn't appeared on weverse since? Was this the end or the beginning? The biggest question now gripping the fandom is this moment, the trembling hands, the unspoken truth, the confession of something never meant to be touched, the beginning of the end of Taehyung, or the moment they finally admitted everything. Is this why their recent interactions have felt distant? Is this why Jungkook avoided eye contact during the Dreamers stage in Dubai? Is this why Taehyung suddenly flew alone to Los Angeles, only to disappear for 3 days before surfacing at an old recording studio? Fans aren't just watching, they're mourning, speculating, and clinging to clues. What happens when the golden magne of BTS, known for his honesty, warmth, and openness, goes completely silent?
No Instagram updates.
No weverse posts. No dance practice clips. Not even a casual sighting from paparazzi. For someone who once said, "I don't like making fans wait," this sudden digital silence felt like a thunderous scream. In the days following the Seoul incident, Jungkook all but vanished from the public eye. Armies flooded comment sections, asking the same heartbreaking question. Where did he go? Was he avoiding the media fallout? Or was he processing something deeper, something that shook not only his hands, but everything he thought he understood about his bond with Taehyung? And why did Taehyung post a photo of the night sky on Instagram just hours after Jungkook went silent, captioned only with the word, "Finally"? Decoding the sky post. Was it a signal? To the casual fan, a photo of a cloudy night sky might seem poetic, even random. But longtime armies know better. Taehyung never posts without purpose. His captions are layered, his visuals often symbolic. And this one sent shockwaves, finally. One word, one echo of resolution. But resolution of what? Was this a sigh of relief, closure, or regret? Theories exploded. Some pointed to a rumor that Jungkook had left something at Taehyung's studio months ago, something deeply personal that Taehyung had held onto in silence. Others believe, finally, refers to Jungkook seeing the truth, or worse, feeling it. And if finally was Taehyung's sigh of release, did that mean Jungkook's reaction, the trembling, the silence, was a goodbye? The hidden object theory, what was on the table? Numerous high-resolution breakdowns of the footage from that night point to a folded piece of white paper with a red corner, barely visible for less than a second before Jungkook picks it up. Some eagle-eyed fans claim it was the exact same stationery used during the B album era, paper reserved for handwritten letters exchanged privately among the members. If this theory is true, it could mean Taehyung had placed a letter, one likely written years ago, right in Jungkook's path.